Hey guys, I'm comedian King Kedar. You might know me from Funny People with Adam Sandler, Marmaduke with Owen Wilson, and my newest movie, Teeth and Blood with Glenn Plummer. In theaters now.
My bad, Vincent, man. I don't know what came over.
You lucky she not dead. Now get her off the set. Take us.
You knew what I was doing with that girl. Huh? Had the ball in, didn't you? Fan part, man.
I'm just joking, man. Now back to the movie.
What it do, y'all? This your man King Kedar. We are back, officially back, the network comedy show. Myself, King Kedar, comedian extraordinaire. We got my man in the building, Tony Davis.
What's
the
up?
Rainbow
What's
Reporter
up?
in the building. What's good, Tony Roney?
I don't know. I don't mean no harm. I'm looking at myself on the video, and I'm not liking the way I look in my light. I need the DJ to make my camera look good, because you know I'm a diva.
Do we got our view?
That would be
top?
you I'm talking to, sweetie. Thank you.
See, Tony always got to be a damn diva.
You know what I'm saying? But life is good.
Man,
life is good, and I'm in a good mood, and you know why.
Oh, because we doing this Comics Rock convention all this weekend with Miss Hope Flood in the building. You know, she came to the show last week. We had Hope Flood. We had Elise Neal. What has Elise Neal been on?
Hollywood Divas, and she was on
Divas.
All of Us, the Hughley's, Belle, Scream.
Yep, we also
Three
had
Strikes,
Jackie
name a
Christie.
movie.
No, don't give him a trailer. Don't
I ain't
give him
giving
the
a
movie,
trailer.
just the trailer. No, I just want the trailer, you know?
But
We
I'm just
also
saying,
had-
the reason
Hold on
why
now,
I'm so
player.
hype.
Why you so hype when you cut me off, Playboy?
Sorry, because the
Always,
Comics Rocks is executive produced by me, and it's been so successful.
Oh, that's right. Tony Davis is the executive producer of Comics Rocks
And
in Los
three-
Angeles, California.
And all 3 nights have been very successful, and later on, I guess, well, you're going to say it, but I don't care. We'll have some of the wonderful comics who appeared on it there.
Oh, we're going to rock out this weekend. We have the fashion show tomorrow.
Hey!
And where's the fashion show located, Tony?
It's going to be at the Ohm Club. Now, I want you to watch my lips when I say it. It's at the Ohm Club.
Why would I look at your lips, man?
I'm talking to the viewers.
So
You've already
always
seen
gotta
my
go
lips.
Too far. You be stretching.
It's the Ohm.
I'm gonna put some good
Club.
hands on you for real.
I will beat the shit out of you. It's the Ohm Club. That's on Hollywood and Highland.
Hollywood and Highland.
It's
and
an
what time does it
exclusive
start?
club. Well, the fashion show starts around 2 p.m., but that's actually just the time they're letting people in. I know for a fact because I'm one of the EPs that it's not starting till about 4 p.m.
So what's that voice
don't
you
tell
using?
nobody.
Is that supposed to be your sexy voice or something?
Is it working on you?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. Well, so much for that. So back to my regular voice. Yo, what's up? What up? What up?
There. You supposed to be talking like this. It's going down on Sunday night at the
The Ohm Club. The Ohm Club, y'all. It's at the Ohm Club.
Oh, you do got that joint. All right,
Oh no,
all
I
right.
can I can do several things guys can do, except for sleep with women. I can run a ball down the middle of the court and slam that mug. I will throw an elbow to anybody who gets close to me, and I could drag you like a daggone WFF wrestler.
We need to drink some more of that Jackie Christie liqueur you brought up in there.
Hey, y'all know we've been getting turned up in here lately.
Yeah, we've been getting turned up. We had Jackie Christie from Basketball Wives in there last week. We turned up. She brought a couple of big bottles of liquor. And Tony drank enough bottles, he turned back into a man. It was incredible. Smashed out 2 chicks in the studio. We was like, dang.
Well, at least I thought about it.
As soon as his buzz came back down, his wrist went back up.
Went right back up, just naturally, just naturally.
But we in the building. We got a special, beautiful guest in the building. This is Comics Rock Weekend. It started by Hope Flood, and basically the formula of her show was all black, beautiful comedian women. We're all black. We're all women of creed and color, correct?
Right.
And that's how she started. Now she's added gentlemen into her weekend of stellar power. But today we do have one of them in the building, off the chain. Miss EDWONDA White is in the building. Where you at?
Hey,
got the cam
how you
on
doing?
her.
Hey, girl.
All right now.
We got the cam on her.
Oh yeah, she looks good. She looks better than me, and you know I'm joking.
boy.
Oh man, oh man, how you been, EDWONDA?
Oh
What's
man,
going on?
life is so good right now. You know, I'm just enjoying the blessings. You know.
Oh, okay, and tell us what are you doing this weekend?
You know what? Last night it was amazing. Comics Rock Week is going down, and last night me and B Flat hosted one of the showcases, and it's just been going on and on and on. We want to thank Tony for seeing the vision and making it happen each and every night. And I'm just glad that I was able to be a part of that. Everybody from all over the country. Some of them never touched the stage before in their life, and they lit it up.
That's
you know what I'm saying? That's
thing.
what's up. You know.
So
Well,
tell
I
me
hate to
this.
interject
Hold on,
you.
Tony Roney. I want to talk to
I
my
didn't
friend.
see the vision. Hope Flood saw the vision. I always take credit when I do it. Hope just came to me to put up the Capitol and the venue. Hope believed in you. I've never thought about doing anything with any comics other than doing radio with this man. I didn't believe in it. I thought y'all were funny, but I didn't think I could deal with it. You guys showed up and showed out. So,
Well,
yeah.
I
be the
say,
God
I
of you
say
guys.
something different.
Well,
goddamn.
definitely.
They didn't hit it like I thought they would. I'm glad the ones that did go on stage for the first time did go on stage. Because like B Flat told one chick last night, don't quit your day job. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand when you jump on these stages, you gotta understand this is Hollywood, California. This is what I tell the people that didn't get this information from King Kedar. If you don't know me, I've been in 18 movies, 22 years in the business. I've been holding it down. There's nothing to brag about. I'm truly blessed and highly favored. But you have to be focused on what you're doing when you're doing it. Because like your boy from Detroit, Eminem said, you only get one shot. So
But
when you
I
hit
think
them-
that's a
hold
little
on,
unfair.
I'm not finished.
I think it's a
I'm
little
trying to
unfair what
spill
you're doing,
it.
though.
I'm trying to get
Yeah, but
with
you
it.
got to get up there first. The first
thank
thing is
you.
having
Right,
the party.
right. You do
and that's
gotta
where
get
that's
up
the,
there.
to let you know if you got it or if you don't. You
But
know
it's
what
a
I mean?
long journey.
I
was
think
trying to drop
some
some
people got
seeds
it right
about the
off, and
stage
some people
performance.
don't.
No,
Not bringing them down.
I think you are, and I didn't like that at all. And as someone, I
don't give a damn about
I know
your
you don't, but
opinion.
don't forget. Now, I remember when you started, and we started around the same time.
watch out
when you-
now.
and when I
Roll
started,
call.
how was I?
Roll call. Hold
Okay,
up
let
now.
me I'm gonna be real. Compared to how you are now, you were shitty, but you were good back
Tony,
then.
you going to hell in the gay handbasket.
Come on
For real.
now.
I
you
was
think
never
you,
shitty on stage.
So basically, what you're trying to say is that you're the same as you was 20 years ago.
No, sir.
So the deal
No, sir.
is the
He saw you
deal
from
is
what
day
you have
one,
to
and he's more of a
understand-
judge than you, because
For
he's
one,
gonna be.
I
He
look
saw
at it
you
like
grow.
this. When Tony seen me, I was a host. As a host, the host has to carry the show. All
No,
the
you
shows
keep
that
forgetting
you
we
came
started
to-
at Mr. Henry's at open mic. We
And
were
I'm
doing
talking
open mic.
about
And that you
Mr.
got
Henry.
better, you had to get to
Better.
that
I
growth
get
level.
what
You didn't
he's
start
saying.
off
What I'm
killing the
saying
doggone
is when you
thing.
see a new comedian on stage, there is a formula to comedy.
But there are some that you see them and say, "Wow, that person, they have it," and
But-
you know what I'm saying. Some of them
Right,
really
but
are
I wasn't
fire.
talking about them.
I would
ones.
never tell someone, and I'll tell B Flat to her face, and I love her to death. I would never tell someone to quit their day job, because you know what? I think each and every one of us have heard someone who doubted us and told us we couldn't do what we do, and yet we all are here. I don't ever
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. But
I'm a
sometimes
singer,
people get
and
into
I-
some things that they're not
That's
ready
true.
for.
I know, you're right.
And it takes a
I would
big
say
person to
ready
come and
right
help them
now.
out and say, "You're
ready
wasting
right
your
now.
time."
Ready right now. Don't ever say they're not ready for it. Don't ever crush someone's dreams like that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
If someone
especially
wants
in
to
the
do
showcase,
something,
but to me,
It's
they
a
just laugh it
showcase.
off. Be flat out on her behalf. I mean, she's not a malicious person.
not.
Probably was just doing it in a joking way,
Babe.
but somebody could really be crushed by that.
And
and
I'm
say,
not
oh,
crushing
wow.
anybody's dreams.
So I get you on that.
No, but I
I'm
wasn't
sure
trying to crush
you gotta
their
have-
dreams. What I was saying is there's a formula, so I was trying to give out a particular formula of what I sing.
Oh, I would do
like
that.
a
But
couple
you
of
gotta have
comedians
tough
that I
skin.
sing.
This
exactly.
whole business is about rejection. Nobody's gonna come in
And
and
it's
love
about falling, your
Nobody
ups and
love
downs.
you like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
and the sad part is
Get
not even about
over
the
it.
talent, really. It's really more about it. Because let me always say this, as a singer, I started in the industry as a singer, Madonna has sold more records than Aretha Franklin. Now, what is wrong with that picture?
But what does that
Thanks.
got to do
Anybody
with
see something
comedy?
wrong with
That
that?
means she's a better singer? No.
No.
Not even close.
Okay. It takes a hell of a team.
Thank you.
It takes a team.
All
And
right,
that- I was
Yes, it
trying
does.
to
you
get
can
to
get
that.
somebody who's
Teamwork
half as
makes
funny
the
as
dream
you,
work.
and get somebody who's half as funny as you, and you get Martin Lawrence, Kevin Hart, and the other top comedian, Chris Rock, behind them.
Right.
They will shoot all of us out of the daggone water.
Well, if we
It's
put
true,
you
it's
and put a
true.
little marketing behind you, Tony, the same thing. It's just markability. Some
Well,
people
honey,
don't
I ain't
have
trying to
that.
brag,
but when
but,
you start by yourself, you
I
have
got
to
my
be.
own money.
But when you start by
I'm mad
yourself,
at
Tony,
that.
you have to
Hello.
research
For
what
real.
you're doing. and focus on the future. So if you're trying to be an electrician or a doctor, you go to school, correct?
Right.
Trying to be a nurse, you go to school. Trying to be a chef, you go to school. The School of Comedy, which I was trying to say in the front, and you act like I was being malicious to the people, if you always get it good, it's never going to get better. You
but that's the
learn
purpose
something.
of the conference
Exactly.
is to show them how to brand themselves and how to market themselves and go to school like everyone else. If you want to make films, some people go to film school. You can't just make, you sure you can do YouTube videos, but if you want to be serious, you do have to, learn the craft. And that's what she was trying to teach them with the whole conference, not just the showcases. I mean, it was so many people, writers, people showing them how to audition, different people like that. It's just valuable information that they wouldn't get anywhere else.
It's a showcase.
I'm glad that they all came out.
It was really a good thing.
She said she had, I believe, over 80 people sign up for the showcase, plus people all over Los Angeles came down. So Hope Flood, she's a great friend of mine.
Wonderful.
She's been in the comedy business over 20 years. And a blessing to the comics that came out, the comics that rock, and a lot of them did rock out. And it was incredible because I think it was like 12 comedians that went up last night.
Yeah.
Some was good,
there were
some
8 on
was
the
all
first
right.
one and probably about 12 on the second one.
But it's good to see
10
that
or
is
so.
more and more coming out. Think about it. I've been doing this for 22 years, so I say I'm a vet in the game, but I'm a brand new comedian. Because once multimedia went in, I'm a brand new
changed the
comedian.
game.
People don't remember them
Bottom line,
decades
man.
of what happened last year. That gang, gang, gang. They don't remember that. They remember what's hot on Instagram and Twitter. Can I get amen?
Amen.
So the
You
game
know,
didn't change.
that's
so
branding.
we are new comedians. If you've been out for years and you're not Cat Williams, you're not Kevin Hart, you're not Dave Chappelle, and you come out now, you a brand new person.
But you
right?
can't get mad. Like I say, it's headliners that get mad. So, they don't know who I am. Well, if somebody doesn't know who you are, that's not their fault.
Well, if
it's
somebody
yours.
don't know who you
because
are, you
social
need to
media,
get your multimedia
but I'm just
game
saying,
up.
you can't get mad at the game if you're not playing it right. To
Exactly.
me, you don't know who I am. Well, that's not their job to know. It's for you to let them know.
It's a business. It's a business.
DJ.
Give us some music in the
It's-
background, son.
Some wonderful music in the background.
And we got a couple of comedians in the building that we're gonna bring on because I want to holler at each and every one of them.
We have
I
a
was
special
giving the
guest phone
first
call in.
insight that I was given from what I heard by the comedians that came down to the show because I'm an investigator. You dig that? That's why I do the
Right.
show. So I like to get the low down dirt of the youngins and tell me how did you enjoy the show. For one, a lot of them didn't know who I was. I would think they would have known who I was because of what I've done. So that told me they hadn't done their research. But that's one you live, you learn, right? And then the other one was, I like the ones that came up and was talking. Some of them would just do their show, go outside, smoke and drink. You can't get nowhere not talking to nobody. Not in this business. You got to get out there, meet and greet. You far from home. You don't jump on the stage, I wonder if I did good. Get out there, holler at people, how I do, man. Even if you don't really want to know, act. They'll tell you the truth, and that's how you get on. Can I say amen?
That's real, yeah.
Talk. So we got Cassandra Saunders from Washington, D.C. This particular young lady, I think I seen her last year at the J Spot, was incredible. Different style of comedy. I think she's more so a type of comedian that I would say, being 22 years in the game, I think this young lady may be corporate. And if she can go that route, because see, a lot of comedians don't know the difference between the different types of comedians you could be. You can be a club comedian, you can be just a nightclub comedian, you can go and do colleges, you can do corporate, and it's different levels of money. You can either go do cruises. But this particular young lady that we're gonna chat with first is Cassandra Saunders from my hometown, Washington, D.C. She gonna say it right. Did I mess up your name, Mama?
Yeah, it's Candace Saunders.
Saunders. I thought, what did I
Let
say?
him know.
Sandra.
You said Cassandra Saunders.
Oh, it's Candace.
Yeah, Candace.
Okay, Candace. Okay, what up, Candace? But I seen you before. Candace is tough. She got a cool style. Candace, tell us what have you enjoyed during the weekend at that Comics Rock?
I just enjoy the comic camaraderie. Just like I wasn't at a couple of the seminars, but I came back to see BAM and just Rise and people that I saw last year that I didn't know that I connected with. So it's like we're all in LA. There's people from Baltimore out here. So it was like a big meetup.
Right.
See where everybody's at, how they've progressed since last year. And a lot of people, I would say 90% of people are just doing better than they were last year.
Oh, so you seen double the faces. You seen the same people come back
Same
for
people
another.
back. Yeah,
Oh,
Mickey
yeah.
Moore's out
that's
here.
a beautiful thing.
It's great because this is my weekend now to come out. Third week in April, come out, see everybody.
In Hollywood.
Right, and this
There's
is
nothing
people
like
I don't
it.
even see in D.C. like for whatever reason our schedules don't work, but we can always meet up out here. So.
And you know we're both from DC, right?
We are. This is the DC
I grew up in Washington D.C.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what part of
met
DC?
Tony.
Yeah, that's what we met.
Kissing on one of my friends.
I'm gonna slap the mess out of you. In
tell
Washington
me.
D.C.,
Tell
I'm
me, bro.
ignoring
I
it.
was like, look.
Messing in Washington D.C. and Mr. Henry's are where we met, and we didn't meet because I was kissing on that person. We met. We were both doing open mic at the time.
I didn't know Tony
But he
until
broke-
years later. He always knew me, but I didn't know him, and that was the scary part about a stalker, man. You know what I'm saying?
He's somewhat
when you
telling
see
the truth.
somebody like 10 years pass and somebody start telling you about events where you never seen them there, wouldn't that scare you?
Yeah.
How's your son doing?
He's somewhat telling the truth, but yeah, that is true. I was a fan. I was a little stalkish, but you know, I mean, then I got to know him, and you see how far I am from him.
But
on
Tony's
this
a
table.
good dude. That's why he's here. Real talk.
So where you from in D.C. and what high school did you go to? I just need to know that.
I was
Baloo?
born in D.C. I grew up on Aberdeen Proving Ground. My father was military. We moved up there.
He was
Okay.
in the
My whole
bougie area.
family's
Y'all had a little pocket change.
We ain't had no pocket change. We was
Man,
military.
pocket
tryna
change.
say you ain't real.
Every
They
military
They trying
got
to say you ain't real, girl.
Go ahead with that, Candace. I gotta switch up my voice with you.
How long you been doing comedy, baby girl?
10 years.
10 years. Excellent. That's a good number. That's a good number. So you know the do's and the don'ts.
Right. I
That's
know.
what's up. Are you working all over the country?
Yeah,
Are
I've
you
done
traveling?
pretty much every improv, every funny bone.
You go, girl.
How
I'm
about
doing
that?
haha, the original haha tonight, so I've never done that before. So that's-
Okay.
so
And when did your comedy pick up where you started getting booked a lot?
I got on tour with Pablo Francisco, just
How long
based
ago?
off of this was 2009,
Okay.
and he took
in
me a roster
15.
to hosting for him,
Okay.
and now I'm featuring, and so
Excellent.
just moved up, met everybody, and then you just come back.
And tell them your name. What's your name again?
Candace Saunders.
And where
Candace
can we find
Saunders.
Candace Saunders?
You can go to candydoesn'tcare.com, all K's where there should be C's. All together, no apostrophe.
And your Twitter?
Instagram, Candy Doesn't Care, everything.
Candy-
.com,
Candace
Twitter,
doesn't
Instagram.
care.
Candy Doesn't Care.
Candy, C-A-N-D-Y.
All
K's where
everywhere.
C's are supposed to be.
I like
She said
that. That's
that.
kinda hot.
Hey,
Okay.
listen, tell me something you learned in this showcase, because you know I'm really going to be investing a lot more in the comedy. It was not bragging, but it was very lucrative. It was y'all showed up and showed out, and had me laughing all the way to Wells Fargo. So tell me something that you learned in this
Did you
showcase.
just say you pimped them?
Well, I didn't do
and
the
they did a
showcase.
good job?
I got involved with the
Wow.
convention. I did PR for the convention last year with Hope. And
But
so
you
now
did
it's
do
just
some
Hope.
stand-up.
Last year. I haven't done anything with the convention this year. I actually just brought Bam up here.
You brought Bam up here.
ride, and I was like, I'm not even gonna make you miss this. I'm not doing shit. Let's come on.
That's our bill.
That's
Well,
how you
look
do it.
here, Candace. I want to tell you, we thank you for coming on the show. You're a beautiful person. Keep on doing what you do. Stay structured. Keep on pushing other comedians. And when you do an interview, don't put your hands in your face because everybody see it. There
Right,
you go.
yeah, sorry.
Boom. Now you
Don't
cool.
do
I'm
that.
watching you right now. I'm checking you out, making sure you are on point. So y'all see her face.
I'm seeing
you know?
in California.
Where will we see
what's
you
wrong
next?
with me, man.
Where will we see you next?
I'm at Original Haha tonight. Hopefully on the Parlor on Monday.
Original Haha tonight, and for those that's never been here before, that's on Lancashire.
Lancashire,
if I
yeah.
believe correctly.
50-10.
Lancashire before Magnolia.
Yep, and it's a Dante Chang show.
Okay.
He runs it packed every weekend, and then Melrose Improv next week with Pablo Francisco next Saturday.
And what time?
8 and 10.
8 and 10.
shows.
Two shows. How about that? Well, y'all give her love. Give her love.
Woo,
Give her some
girl.
love.
Oh, girl.
And we
Keep
got
it
another
on, keep it
comedian in the
going.
building. I want to pop in, man. You come on over here, Bam. She been shouting you out like a champion.
All right, Bam. Hey.
What's going on, Bam?
Let's get
Bam? You
peoples
in the
right here.
building?
Yeah,
Tell
man,
us your whole name.
I'm Bam Gilmore. Go by the name of Uncle Bam on stage because I'm an orphan when I'm on stage. It's like I'm with my family, man.
And where are you from?
I'm originally from Michigan, but I am on papers in Kansas, so I came out of Kansas and brought my team with me this year.
Okay, so I seen you on stage as well. I think you're strong. You're very productive in your writing.
I definitely think
Got
you're
a lot of
strong.
high energy, and you on your way to something special, young. Real talk. I'm
Man, I
gonna
appreciate
tell you how it
that.
is.
That's a lot coming from you, man,
Sure.
growing up.
But it's different types of comedians. Like your girl Candace that just left. Like when I first seen her, I knew she was corporate. She gonna get that mixed money right there.
She all
The way
about that
she
money,
talk,
huh?
The way she looks, she got a great look. Yourself, you can go in a nightclub with television. That's what I see for you. So just keep on building whatever you got in you. Don't never let nobody tell you you can't do this or you can't do that. Because everybody's going to talk about you. That's why I started off talking about comedians. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everybody got to come with their A game in Hollywood. How about that, EDWONDA, don't they?
I don't necessarily
all day
agree with
long.
that all the time.
Well, you ain't no comedian.
Well, I don't have to be a comedian.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Because you said, what you said was everybody has to come with their A game in Hollywood. You didn't say comedians need to come with their A game in Hollywood. When you say everybody, and I have my computer right here to do some dictionary in case you need, that includes everyone.
Well, I wasn't rude and I'll let you speak, but everybody do need to come to Hollywood and bring the A game.
Some people just gotta have a good oral.
To go to New York and bring your A
He's
game.
right, though.
This is the method
He is
if you're
so
not
right. Some people are not on their A game.
That's not true.
And
You got to
they
understand
are
the business and the
large.
nature of what
Some
we're
people
doing.
are on their O game.
They O and they JKL game.
Okay,
O game.
but when you
And
go
they still
to
large.
what do you get when you're in Hollywood? Why we call it Hollywood? What's here? Television, film, directors, casting agents, everything.
Fame and fortune.
Exactly. You can't always get that in D.C. You can't always get that in Kansas. You can't always get that in
One
Texas.
thing I need to get across to comedians is that there are so many ways to make money besides stand-up.
Well,
exactly. That's a good one.
I make most of my
Writing.
money from writing.
Writing.
You know what I mean? Over the years, we've been in the game for I don't know how long. I tour on the
get back
road,
to Wanda.
and I do
I like
all
that.
I
That's
do
true.
all clean stuff, and everyone always
But you're
says I can never
versatile, though,
find
Wanda.
a black female that is clean, and so I get all that corporate from all the organizations because of that. So if we have girls that are coming out getting that money and they're looking for us, are you serious? Then they have to change it to woman of color because they can't find an African American for the Black Lawyers Association or some women's organization that needs a face like us to do some clean. So guess what? Good for me, but sad for the business. We
So
have to
all your
create
stuff is
our own
clean?
venue. That's all I do. That's why every year for 4 years, my fourth year, every year I host the clean.
I noticed that.
The clean
Now, is that religious
showcase.
reason, or you didn't want to disappoint your
No,
parents?
I
or
was
just-
the opening act for Bernie Mac for many years. I toured. I was on Def Jam. I was on, the Bad Girls of Comedy. And then I just made a choice that this is how I wanted to represent myself. I was always a church girl, but
Right.
then you do the little stuff, that
We
nobody
did
knows
It's Your
about.
World for
Some
And I was on
people,
Def Jam and
some people
everything,
might think that was just an incredibly intelligent strategy, intelligent business move.
That
you
too,
decided
but
to
that
do.
wasn't the reason. I
Okay.
just wanted to.
Spiritual.
When my legacy went through, I want people to remember me for good things. People remember me for jokes like Jesus is the homie. If I'm going to be reminded for that Jesus is the homie and rappers are going to quote me for that, let it be for that and not for something else, And I was really, really out there touring with some of everybody, doing some of everything, and it just didn't feel good to me. And when I turned it around, my territory was all the way increased. And
Hallelujah.
Thank you. And it's not, I don't just do churches. I'll go
but
to a
just turn it
church
up.
1 minute, corporate the next minute, and go to a nightclub where everybody else is drinking and doing whatever. It's not about clean comedy and dirty comedy. There's only two kinds of comedians, and that's one that's funny and one that's not.
So you say there's
Okay,
not
so
clean
a
comedy
person
and
who's
dirty
not
comedy?
funny could be a comedian. All right.
So you saying it's only two
There are
kinds?
a lot of them.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Because
there's
I've
a lot.
seen when I came up, I've always seen different types of comedians that made
There's different styles.
Well, different
But to
genres of
say
comedy that
gospel
how they make
comedian or
money.
Christian comedian or clean versus
Christian-
dirty.
exactly.
There are some clean ones that will wreck shop and just kill the crowd, just really, really rock it. And I don't want
yeah.
to think that, because the person is clean, that they cannot be funny. Either you're a funny comedian or you're a comedian that's not funny. It's
Well,
not
most
about
of
the
the
clean or
corporate
dirty.
comedians are clean comedians. They can't say shit, damn bitch,
Yep.
all that. They can't
They
say
can't.
that. That's why I was saying that's the difference in comedians. Because I always seen the comedians that did like cruise ships. I was like, wow, how you get that job? That's kind of, I want to do that. But then when you submit, they like you're too dark. So I didn't know what dark comedy was at first. People,
Right.
I thought it was racist when
Right,
they first
yeah.
No,
Wait,
I'm sorry,
excuse me, what you
sir.
try-
Mr. Kedar, Mr. King, your comedy is dark. And I was like, type of shit do you say that to
They
a
use
black
terms
man?
like dark
I'm feeling
or
some kind of
blue.
way. But I looked it up, and that means that's a comedian that curse and say potty words and all of that. So I am dark comedy. So I found a place for me to grow within the way I am until I learn how to change. So now that I'm older, I can do clean and regular, but back then I couldn't.
I've never
But I
seen you do
could do
clean
white
comedy.
crowds and black
I
crowds.
have, and he rocked it too.
And I do white crowds and
Yeah.
black crowds. I'm universal. My set, I
I've
wrote it
never
universal.
seen you do clean
Or
comedy.
clean yeah.
Or maybe because I'm thinking dirty thoughts while you're doing your comedy.
I say innuendos. When I say yaka, that's not a bad word, is it?
No.
No.
But
I
would you
find
like some
words
yaka?
No, I don't want no damn Jakob. Do y'all know what Jakob is? That's my word.
I know.
That girl give that Jakob.
I know that joke already.
He gonna say, "Do I want some Jakob?"
I didn't say I was gonna give you some.
No, you can color
I
it
don't
up
want
without
no
saying
Jakob
all
from
of
you or
that.
No other man.
Oh, okay.
I met Bam last year, and this guy is a really just true blue. You just, you just love him right off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
trying to bring light
definitely
skin back.
believe
Right
that.
here, yeah, he's really down. That's why everybody looking out for him. I really like him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking out for you too,
Oh,
Bam.
yeah.
Trust
I was
me.
the first male to sign up last year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now I brung 4
The
more.
first one ever.
For 2 years, it was all females, and
First
then
one.
the following year, last year, is when he was the group of men that joined.
Yeah, I can definitely believe that if you walked into an office, I would definitely change my whole approach about how I want to do things.
I don't know how to take that, but
How about that? How about that, man? You feeling what I feel every week. Understand me? Tony make you feel some kind of way.
No.
But he's cool dude. You know what
I
I'm
don't know how
saying?
to I like the compliment. Thank you.
And
I
then
all
you
the
want to
support.
put hands on it.
No,
right?
ain't nobody putting hands
Put
down.
hands on it.
You
No
just
hands.
make me
Hands
make
ain't
some
on neither
changes
one of
in my
them.
life.
Good, man. You know.
Yeah. He say you ain't touch it.
Yeah, just let's keep our hands up. Hands up, don't shoot.
Oh, don't
Is
tell
our-
him
is our
that.
phone
Then he gonna
ringing?
lean on you.
Yeah.
Tony David.
King is wild, man.
Hey, listen, can we do a promo for the show tonight? I have a wonderful
Yes,
picture.
I'll be at the showcase.
Yeah, we could do a
performing tonight.
promo. Actually,
his
we gonna do
showcase is
some
tonight.
little,
Oh, good.
some
Well,
little
that's what's up.
semi-videos. We want to get another comedian in there as well.
Well, my video, not my video, but my
Come on over here,
picture
little
for
mama.
tonight is up. Is it all right, Mr. DJ? Can you put that picture up so while the comedians come in, I can do my whole Tony Davis boast situation? That wonderful poster that I emailed to you. Put that wonderful poster up there, please. Thank you. I'm trying to
What
sound
wonderful
sexy.
poster that you
The
sent,
one
man.
that Kim Whitley.
That don't even sound right. Wonderful. Ain't nothing wonderful about you, Tony, but you probably your mother.
That is not the poster I was talking about. The one I
And why
just
you
emailed
people
to the
whispering, man?
Because you know what happened?
Sexy.
Oh, then
That's
let's
his
make
sexy
this.
voice.
Let's make
Girls
this a little.
always
He
feed
putting
it
it
to that
on.
bullshit.
Okay,
That's what be killing me.
so anyway, that
Wait,
poster
wait,
that he showed for 2
That's Miss
minutes
Jackie Christie.
is for tonight's show at Theater that I happen to be one of the executive producers of. Kim Whitley is going to be the host of the final showcase that we have for the Comics Rock. So everyone who's on
What, tonight?
yes,
At the theater?
at the Theater on Pico Boulevard.
Okay.
Everyone tonight has to bring their A game because 2 reasons. Kim Whitley's the host, I'm the executive producer, and it's the last night.
And I'm in it.
Oh, Bam, you're in
Bam, you in
it?
it?
Yo, Bam, you know I have my own private dressing room. You're welcome to share that room with me. It's going to be lots
I'm
of drinks.
filming
made.
too, so I got to
You
be out
love
there.
that? No, but he said you could share the room, though.
The
Go
dressing
ahead with
room,
it,
my
man.
dressing room. No, my dressing room.
No, but you can share the room.
My dressing room. But listen, come out tonight, enjoy. Listen, we're almost sold out. I think we have like about 5 seats left. We had to add 5 seats. So this is going to be in a theater. So, I just want to see how people are going to do this. This is going to be really interesting. Shout out to Kim Whitley, who's
Hey,
should
Tony,
be calling
you
in
talking
a
about
moment.
sharing stuff. Where's the liquor that you brought?
The liquor's over there, your blind back. Over to the daggone table.
Hey, could you?
Shoot, don't be calling me. I always come prepared.
We gotta get turned up. I don't know what y'all thought.
Now go ahead and introduce this wonderful woman. Hey, I gotta talk about this. Bruce Jenner, his interview last night. Woo!
I missed it. I need to look it up.
He came out as a transsexual.
Is she in there with me? Okay.
He came out as a transsexual.
When
I
did he
mean,
come out as a transsexual?
he did the interview last night. It's transgendered. I'm sorry, let me say it right. I apologize to all my gay people. But it's amazing because I didn't really want to believe the rumors for a very long period of time because being in Hollywood, I know people spread a lot of rumors. But he looks
He's
like
really serious.
he's really serious after being 3 wives lately. And is that Kim Whitley calling? Hold on, let's see. Oh, hold on, King. I changed your show.
He trying to be a man.
Caller, who
Like
is
that.
there? Caller, who is that?
Ain't no call on that phone.
There is a caller on the phone. Hello.
I don't hear nobody.
I don't hear nobody. He's telling me somebody's on the line. This is so embarrassing.
Well, until we get that person online, I'm gonna jump back into my show and introduce this young lady.
Let me find out if you don't know what you're doing over there, Mr. DJ.
Now,
We've had phone calls
we
before.
got Miss. Say your name, Mom.
Kayshawn Perry, that's my name.
And what do you go by, Kayshawn Perry?
The hilarious comic.
The hilarious comic. Where are you from?
I'm from San Diego, California, born and raised.
Okay, and what's your claim to fame? How long you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy for about 4 years, off and on. It's been like, comedy's hard to do, like straight, consistently hit the ground running. because it's kind of dry in the beginning. So
What would you say the hardest thing about comedy? Is it coming up with the jokes, or is it getting to work?
Getting work, definitely. The jokes are easy. I'm a natural comic, so I've been doing this like all my life, but just not in front of people. Well, for people, should I say, because it's been in front of people, but not for people.
And how's the crowd taking to your style of comedy?
Oh, they love me. I do clean comedy as well, like at Wanda.
Is that one of your role models?
She is, actually. You know, when I first started comedy, I decided I wanted to do clean comedy as well because I grew up in the church as well, and I have a lot of church followers, and I didn't want to have to deprive them, and I wanted my market to be open as possible and be able to go wherever I wanted to, kids, schools, everywhere. I want my face to be remembered as something positive.
Okay, do you come from the hood? You one of them hood? Straight thug, after life,
I run my
Tupac.
city, you know. I was born in San Diego. My mom was a drug addict, so I moved around all over the place. But I graduated from out of Spring Valley. I did a lot of Southeast time. That's where most of the black people are in San Diego, Southeast. Y'all don't know about San Diego.
And if it was one female comedian or a guy comedian that you could be alike, who would that be?
I don't want to be like anyone, but...
Well, all right now.
Yeah, I
That's
like
what
that.
I'm looking for. How about that? Got your own
Right.
thing. You ain't got no
I
Jada in you?
admire, no, I don't want to be like nobody, but I love Jamie Foxx. He's amazing.
Yeah, I love Jamie
Because he's
Foxx,
very,
too.
very
so hot.
Talented.
like,
Yeah,
in all
yeah.
departments. Like, he makes me feel like me. Like, anything I put myself in, I'm going to be able to do it successfully. Just because I'm just well-rounded.
I just want to
Well, I want to jump in for a minute. I
Right.
met you at the
Look at
Comics
that.
Rock convention at the Sal's Bar,
Yeah, South Bar.
and we immediately took a liking to each other.
Right, what I say? I'll
Can you
stick
put
with
a Wanda in the
it.
That was because of the fact that your confidence level.
Can you
And
put a
and for
Wanda
those of you
in
who
it?
are not in the industry, we call it the it factor.
And I still ain't heard
And
the music in the background.
I noticed her it
I
factor.
asked for long.
I wasn't able to see her show, but I know she bought it.
Sure.
She brought
Because she has that look like, oh, honey, when you see me, you're going to love it. And it wasn't the typical, I just want you to think like me. I want you to know I can do this mess. And I did like that about you. I want to ask you the same question I asked Wanda about the clean comedy. I mean, I heard you say you had church followers and stuff like that. Was it a great business decision?
Big.
Or you really are passionate about only doing clean comedy? Because you know a lot of people are passionate about a lot of things until they see the check.
Right.
Can we keep it real?
Right.
Keep it real, video?
Always
Right,
keep it real,
Tony.
Tony.
Yeah.
People are passionate about
Right.
things. I don't sleep with comics until you see the check.
Right.
I
Exactly.
only sing gospel music until you see the check. I don't show my breastises on a film until you see the
That's right,
check.
you say little
I will never sleep with a man,
Right.
and I'm a man. I'll never have sex with another man. I'm a man until I see the check.
Check.
So come on, sister, keep it real with us.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna put this on record right now. I will never sell my soul. I'm sorry, I can't. I serve a higher power, and
Well,
his name is Jesus.
How about, you gotta say what the
Yeah,
name
what,
is.
what he is,
It
yeah,
could be somebody
definitely.
different.
Right, no, it's Jesus Christ. That's what I believe in. That's what I stand for. And it's not. I'm not a holy roller. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Like, Jesus is still working on me heavily. You know.
Yep.
That's why
That's
last
all.
night was my first show in LA. You know, and I heard they throw chicken at people in LA. I was just ready to know that
Take the chicken.
if you throw some chicken at me, it better be bagged and boxed, ready to leave out the J spot, because fighting is like riding a bike. You never forget once you learn.
So you are serious about this, David.
Right.
So if Cat Williams or some major producer came and wanted you to do a comedy show with some cursing in it, you would say no.
No, I don't want to do the cursing part. We could do the same thing. I could make it just as funny, but we could remove the curse words. I don't have
Okay. All right. Well, I like you already. I love people who stay true to themselves. I really do. Obviously, because I'm true to myself.
Right.
And
Well,
a lot
that's
of
why
people
I
say
said
I wouldn't make it in
earlier-
this industry being an openly flamboyant gay male.
Well, you did what it did because you're different. You're
Yeah,
different.
you just have to be you, and if anybody doesn't like it, that's their problem. And you know, she was fabulous. Let me tell you, she was one of the highlights
This
of that
young
clean
lady?
showcase, and she rocked it.
Do you know what that means?
Trust
That means
and-
you're going on tour because
Trust
5
and
of the
believe.
comedians get to go on tour with Hope
She was
Flood.
one of the highlights of that. Trust and believe it.
And that's why I was saying
Yes, she
earlier,
was.
we have to be, we got to keep it real with these young
Really
ones that's
good.
coming up, because a lot of them step in the game and they don't have no respect for the people that came before them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, so that's why I come off that way. So like, it kind of made me feel some kind of way, just the thought that as comedians that's been over 20, me and EDWONDA, you know, you can look at another comedian and tell yourself if he got it or not. Like I myself, Tony Rock was not that funny to me when he first came out, and he's so freaking hilarious now. He was not, I remember when he started, he was not that funny, and he figured the formula out. But I think
It's
it was in
finding
his
your
DNA.
voice, finding your voice,
Exactly,
and saying, I know who I am now.
Or be a
Once
great
people
writer.
feel that, they know what's real and what's not.
Because
You
some
come off fake,
comedians
you
not
gonna get
funny,
ate
but
up.
they good writers.
That's
Yeah.
And that's what you're,
They good writers.
Come on, real.
Hey,
get
it's
in
a
where you
difference.
fit in at.
Hey,
You may not be a good
recognize
singer.
Real.
You may not be a good singer, but be a great songwriter. Get in where you fit in
And they
at.
end up being like Dream
Okay, get in where you fit in.
and Kanye.
You know what I'm saying? Get it. I'm not gonna ever kill anybody's dream. I'm gonna just say, I started in this industry as a singer and an actor. I'm more successful as a producer and a director. I don't have no. My feelings ain't hurt. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, in my church, I'm the baddest singer there is. But apparently, people didn't think I could sing in this. And you know, I don't get offended no more.
And you got to know when to change the lane.
You know what I'm
too.
saying?
You could do comedy for 10, 12 years, but know that you can go to another avenue. Like I did comedy, and then I went to film, then television.
Well, you started as a singer, but I'm ignoring that one.
I tried to do it,
But you have to start somewhere. Your vision.
Yeah, that was that little Yoda
All right,
joint back in
we
the
got
day,
to call
yeah.
her. She's calling in now. She's calling in now.
Hey.
Hey. Turn that music down, please. I'm sorry, King. Caller, who are you?
Vanessa, it's echoing. Shall I call back?
And no, you can call now, baby. You already on the air.
Who is it?
Oh, this is Kim Whitley. I'm sorry.
Hey,
and I'm with
baby.
Vanessa Graddick and Mari Mal. We on the streets of Los Angeles, and I'm about to sock both of them in the stomach.
Is that Mari
How about
Morrow?
that?
Mari Mal, yes. That's her.
Tell her I came to your comedy show that you did at that place. I did in the Valley, and tell her she sat in the same room and act like she didn't know who I was from New York.
Well, let's intro
Right.
Kim. I want to say thank you for calling in to the Network Comedy Radio Show.
Y'all, we have
Thank you,
Kim Whitley on
Miss
the
Kim
air,
Whitley
a
is-
really good friend of mine. So Kim, tell them chicks I said be quiet. Kim, tell them to be
Yes, I'm
quiet.
right here.
All right. So listen.
Well, Tony, you be quiet for a minute too. Hi, Kim. This is King
Hi.
Kedar. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Sorry I took so long to
Girl,
call
please,
in. No, your
please.
booty is not that big. Okay? I said that on the air.
Oh no, you cool.
Vanessa
It's
Graddick.
live.
That was Vanessa Graddick.
Hey, Kim, where can we see you tonight? Where are you gonna be performing tonight?
Tonight I'm going to be at Theater on Pico.
Okay, and what
Hanging
time?
with at 8:30. The doors open at 8 o'clock. And it's right across from the Comedy Union and diagonally across from what's it called, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
You got it.
Okay, and are you a part of the weekend with Comics
I
Rock?
appreciate that. Thank you. Wait, hold on one second. Okay, is the little Asian lady still here on the?
She ordering chicken,
no,
y'all.
she's not. She
trying to
ordering
get some
food.
chicken.
I know
y'all.
they love the person.
Kim,
I'm
really,
sorry, I
girl,
was talking
Kim,
to a nice lady
really,
here.
Kim, really.
Oh.
So
Oh, you
I just
ghetto?
first, I want to thank you for doing the Comics Rock,
You ghetto as
and
hell.
it's my pleasure to be, producing with you doing it. Tell me some advice that you need to give to these comics, because you're going to be hosting the showcase tonight, and if anyone's listening, they want to give them a cheat sheet of what they need to do in order to kill it tonight.
Well, in order to kill it tonight, I will be hosting. I don't know. I ain't even looked at my comedy, so hopefully I will be having a good time too. But what a comic needs to do is stay on stage.
Right.
I don't stay on stage as much as I should.
Right.
But that is the key, whether you fail or whether you succeed.
Got it.
That's not Kim
But
Whitley.
that's all you can do. Stay on stage time, and figure it out.
Right,
and
all
always
right.
come up with new material.
Hey, Kim, how long have you been doing comedy? How long you been in the business?
Oh, I've been in the business doing stand-up. You know what? First, put it this way. When Red Fox died, that was the first night I did my first 2 minutes of stand-up.
And how many years were you in comedy before you started to get a name in comedy?
Oh, wow. Long time. Oh, my God. Probably 10 years where you really start, I mean, I got to put my time in.
That's
We
about
really
it.
start
That's
getting
about the
names.
right time. Exactly 10 years. You traveled the world. And when did you get that celebrity power? When did you get that household name?
Well, you know, the first time, I believe, is when I did the talk show Old Drama on BET.
Ooh, loved it.
Because
About that.
to brand yourself, you have to say your name. So what I did was make sure every time I came out for the show, I said, hi. And my name is Kim Whitley. Welcome to Old Drama.
Can I say something? You
my
were
name.
Kim. You done changed your name on me 20 times in the 10 years I've known you. You were Kim E. Whitley when I met you. Now you're Kim
Right,
Whitley.
you know what? That was so ignorant.
Right.
Because I wanted people to call me Kimmy. But it didn't
That's
catch
cute.
on.
That's cute.
Okay, I got you. Because I'm like, don't be doing like all my friends did this. Vivica A. Fox, and now she go by Vivica Fox. She was Vivica A. And then Ernest Thomas went by Ernest L. Thomas. Don't be confusing me. I only got half a brain. Okay.
I like Kim E. Whitley, but it just didn't catch on.
Okay, I got you. But listen, I wanted to ask you this. You're doing really well now. You got a sitcom you're on, correct?
Yes, it's called Young and Hungry. It's on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m.
And then you have this.
Hungry. Are you young, Kim?
I am old and full.
Okay, and then you have this reality show which I had the privilege of taping the episode of.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Raisin Whitley on Oprah Winfrey Network.
Right, and tell us how you became the Raisin Whitley on Oprah Winfrey Network, which I'm proud of because it's a reality show without any drama. And I, like I said, had a privilege of taping the episode with you. Tell us how that whole thing started.
My son is adopted, but was a lady I was mentoring, and she gave birth to a boy, and she left my name at the hospital, and I said, yes, I will take him. And Oprah, I didn't know how to raise him pretty much, and I asked all my friends if they would help me raise him and made them sign a contract, and they said yes. And then Oprah
so
thought
you
that was
raising somebody
hilarious and a
else's
wonderful
baby.
idea.
Right, yeah.
And, you know, I guess people don't think, well, Kim Whitley raising a baby, or Kim Whitley and
No, I've
5-6
seen
other
him.
people raising a baby is hysterical.
Well, I'm also a small part of the village. I'm the one that don't come past the house. I'm the one that say, hey, Joshua, hug, kiss, and keep it moving. That's the kind of that's the kind of person I am.
I want to ask you a couple of questions because Tony run his mouth entirely too damn much, for my opinion. But,
Okay.
I love it. I love
Okay,
it.
thank you.
You
Thank
know
you,
he do, Kim. You know he do. Hey, Kim, look here. Tell us some of the young, youthful comedians, the females and the guys, what do they need to do to be successful in here? And tell me, how do you feel about how it is versus old school versus multimedia now? What do they have to do to sustain?
Well, I think it's always, you know, from back in the day to now, it's always about networking. I mean, that's really the bottom line. You got to, you know, be funny, but you also have to network and know people and let people know where you are, who you are. Like, you know, I used to hand out cards before there was social media. I always had a card. I always had a flyer of what I was doing. And another big thing is when someone gives you something or gives you a spot or someone gives you an audition, I always said thank you. That was one thing the industry knew me for. I got away from it. I got to get back to it, but I always some
we
kind of
talked about that
thank you
yesterday in the
or
conversation.
something that said, hey, whether it was a card or something funny, you know, just to say I appreciate you taking the time and meeting with me.
That's my key. Wow. Never say
Got
thank
it. You know, Kim, I know you got only a couple of minutes, but I got to play this clip of when I first fell in love with you and got to know you. And it's one of the things I first saw you on television. Mr. DJ, play that clip, and then I want your quick comment on that, and then, you know, whatever. Play that clip.
I'm sorry. I would have buzzed, but there's no phone in my office.
Yes, there's right here.
Now, you were supposed to have this storeroom cleared out, Lamar.
That's what I'm doing.
What is all this anyway?
Well, you got golf clubs, bungee cords, and the fake body cast. It's my man Maxie stuff.
Just get them out, okay?
Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm on it.
Doris, Mr. Sparks asked me to prepare a client for trial tomorrow. Now, he's going to be here in 10 minutes. You got to help me out here.
Help you out?
Yes.
You want me to help you out? Oh, my. Let me tell you something, little Miss High and Mighty Princess of all you survey. I've known your type since my jump rope days.
Now that's the first time that's the first time I saw you. Now was that your first television
was you 13 years old in that clip?
Oh, my God. I look like I was 2. Oh, my God. Do you understand that was Robin Givens?
Yes. James Avery
was on that show.
James Avery.
James Avery, and Aretha Kitchen, and yeah, that was us.
And all of y'all turned out to be this. I mean, like, you're the stuff now, girl. And I said, watching that show, I didn't know who you were, and I'm being honest. I said, this girl is the breakout star in this video. If you talk to Mari one more time while I'm talking to you, I will body slam her tonight.
Well, we want to let you know as well, too, that we have EDWONDA White in the studio with us as well.
Oh, EDWONDA.
Say hi,
EDWONDA White.
Hey, Kim, how you doing? It's EDWONDA. What's going on, girl?
Why.
Oh, she said she loves you, and you know why she loves you.
Well, I love you back, girl.
Oh, fantastic.
Kim, I just want to thank you because you're a wonderful friend. You've always been supportive of me. She has clothes in my store, LL's Consignment Shop. She's she's very generous. She's let me tape with her on Raising Whitley, but she didn't air my episode. She's
but you're
always
gonna be on the webisode. You're going to be on the web.
Right. But let me tell you about Kim. Kim is not Hollywood. Every time I call her, she always responds back. I asked her, I'm going to put your business out there. I said, what do you want in your dressing room? She said, just some lunch meat and Chardonnay. And I want you to know, and that's all you get. We love you.
So funny.
I love you. I love you, and you're a wonderful person. Good luck raising Joshua. Are you going to have another child?
I am thinking about another kid, yes.
He needs a sister.
He needs a sister, he does.
And Whitley, who gonna be making this baby? Talk to me now.
Don't worry about it. Y'all in my business
you might
now.
want to get a little chocolate caramel thing mixed up in there.
Well, thank you. Make sure everyone comes out tonight to the show, 8:30.
I love you.
Well,
thank you.
Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Vanessa Graddick said, hey.
Tell Mari.
Tell Vanessa I said hi, too.
Is Mari coming? Is Mari coming tonight?
My wife said hi. Mari, come to the show tonight.
She better come. She better come.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you, sweetie. I love you.
All right. Love you, too.
Thanks for calling in.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Y'all give it up for Kim Whitley in the building. That was brought to you by Mr. Tony Davis, the Rainbow Reporter. Next time, Tony, let me intro you.
I apologize.
You always
for that.
jump rope.
I do
How
that,
many
though.
weeks do I got to tell you this, man? Stop jump rope.
Practice makes
Learn how to jump in, man, the proper way. Let me intro you in. Then they tell you in success, it's better to be like with a comedian. It's better for someone like EDWONDA White to introduce you to Walter Latham than you walk up to him and say, hey, I'm a comedian. It's always better to be intro.
I mean, I'm sure I've heard that.
And that's in the Book of Power.
But let me just tell you about Tony Davis. I never was in the closet. I always been open and honest about who I was. So that shows my personality. Here I am, world. Hi, I am, world. Next.
I want to get back to Miss EDWONDA White in the building. Wanda, what's going on? Where can we see you next?
You know what? I'm going to be on Comics on the Catwalk Sunday, so I'll be involved with that, and I've been pumping that, so I look forward to Sunday. After that, I'm doing a show with Scruncho coming up. He's doing a very special Mother's Day show, all clean, okay? He's going to headline this show, and he's featuring 4 clean females, or they're going to be clean that night, and corporate sponsorship is like looking at us to tour this, 4 ladies and a gentleman, and he's going to host it, and Showtime's going to come out and shoot part of his special there, and that's going to be Mother's Day Sunday at Ty Boucher, hosted by Trina Jeffries, who is a gospel comedian, actually. Tyree Elaine, you've seen her on several things, Yvette the Funny Lady, myself, and then he's going to close it out. And we're just going to have a really good time at a really nice jazz lounge, and the ladies going to really enjoy it. You can bring your mother. Sunday, May 10th, which is Mother's Day.
Wow.
It's going to be a blowout, so he's working on that, and we got it all together. That's going to be something good. I'm going to be on Spoken Funk. We're working with Poetry Smith, and we have a real good poetry guy. His name is Sekou, very popular guy. Jay Phillips is on that show and stuff like that, so that's going to be off the hook, and that'll be in the Valley. So I'm touring all over the country, but I have a few California dates here, and no matter where I go, it's all good. I have no limit to where I will go. I'm never looking at somebody and say, oh, I don't do clubs. I'll do club. I'll let my light shine wherever it is. And I just enjoy comedy, and I'm just excited about this conference and what it's doing for the new comedians coming out.
What is your sign? What's your sign?
Virgo.
I like you.
Thank you. I like you
used to
too.
be on Brad Sanders' show for about 3 years back in the day.
doing our
You remember that?
voiceovers. I did
Yeah,
like
It's Your
10
World.
characters. I still do it. I do
was hot.
voiceovers for cartoons and stuff. I people, like I said, you got to get your hustle on. But I'm such a private person that I don't sit there and run off my resume of who, what, where. So some people may not know me, but they hear the name.
Exactly.
And like
You've been
Tony
around,
say,
you've
I'm
been
going to
doing
the
positive
bank.
things.
Wells Fargo know me. Okay, so
Hey.
I don't really care about that. I'm not pretentious. I just use all my gifts and my talents, and I'm glad that it makes me a living.
Yes.
Tell us what's
Praise
the
Lord.
difference
Praise the
in
Lord. I like you. We hanging out.
female
Okay.
comedians. Is it hard for a female
Tell the
comedians
truth.
coming up?
It really is, because if you don't know who you are, you can get lost. And as women, if you're not strong enough to not conform to what somebody else wants you to be, a lot of women, when we have children, we have to take care of our children. A man could just go and then the baby mama's there.
Men do go.
Men do go. Okay, they do. They
we be
literally
back.
come and go. Okay, we're gonna leave that alone. But anyway, let me tell you something. When women, we have to take on everything. We gotta be every woman. We gotta be cute,
Superwoman.
and then we gotta be the mother, and we gotta take care of the kids. And then when we decide to do something for ourselves, there's nothing left. So comedians who stay in the game and continue to do that, they're strong women. So many women. I'm telling you, when we started Kedar, you can name the ones that dropped off the map,
You
not
can.
because they wanted to, but life hit them hard. They done went through divorces. They done went through this and that. These were Negroes that messed their credit up. Them took them down, and they didn't have the strength to tell that joke.
I gotta say
had
this.
a couple of people women build mine.
I'm an openly gay male. Everyone knows that, but I
think?
admire the hell out of women. My father raised me. I have a bunch of brothers, but I admire women because I always say this, and I have a lot of gay friends who mess with down low boys, and they be some woman's man. I've never done that. Never will. I admire a woman, particularly the black woman, but any woman, because a woman will hold it down. A man will find any excuse why he can't pay child support, why he can't do this, but a woman will do whatever she has to do to take care of her child. She'll work 2 jobs. She'll find a baby. She gonna
So
figure
what are
that
you
shit
saying?
out.
Your woman side coming out?
No, I'm just really, it's amazing how I watch people like Melanie Camacho raise 2 children while doing comedy.
Bang, bang,
And,
bang.
I mean,
I did
the same thing.
People,
That's what I'm
huh?
saying.
I did the same thing.
But you know what? It's a man's world. Come on, yo. It's a lot easier for you, King. Don't
No,
make me
I
go this
can't
straight
say
thing.
that
You say
because
you
women
can use
always
where-
win in court. Men
Women win in court because men don't do right half
No,
the
but
time.
I hear a lot of people saying it. It's a lot. It's more.
But there are
it's
good
to
fathers out there.
2015. Yeah,
I
there's a
never
lot of
said
good
he
fathers out
wasn't.
there.
More
But let me-
women have to take on
King, you have to admit
everything.
though, a
Real.
female is going to figure out a way to do it,
We can
and
work
she
it
going
out.
she going to
And
do
so
it.
will a guy.
It's like I say, that's why
It
she
used to be
created
worse
this.
back in the day.
Whatever.
That's why she created
I
this,
never
because
met
it
my
was all for females at first.
My dad raised me.
Well,
For
we
that
could-
reason.
Like the old saying, you can't live with them and you can't live without them.
Well,
It's harder for us because we take on way more.
And you
We
know
have to
what?
be everything
Somebody
and then-
always wants you to lay on their couch.
Thank you.
Well, since I went to Atlanta
See
and
that
seen
thing?
a whole bunch of Tony Davises down there, I see why the women have to
Clown,
work
you
so
talk-
hard. I'm gonna say it that way.
Don't
I
talk
seen
about my
no, hold
boo. We
on. I
done made
seen
a
a whole
connection.
bunch of Tony Davises in Atlanta, just a bunch of them. It was too many to count. You hear me?
Right.
Now, I noticed that when the men don't step up to the plate, another woman gonna step up to the plate for a man. But when they was stepping up to the plate, they started acting like a man for real. And that's where you get them other ones.
Oh, those other
That's
ones.
what I call them, them other ones.
Them other ones. You gonna have one come over here and
Take it
drag
over
you
in the
behind.
club.
That, I could say I don't know. If you true to yourself, whatever you the this, that, or the other.
Or the other.
Or the other.
Or the other.
If you're true to yourself and you grind and do what you need to do, that's all that matters.
That's why me
what
and her
do y'all-
going to lunch next week.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, we talked about the comedy and all that cool stuff, but we got to get in this entertainment game because this is the network, so we talk about a little bit of everything. The Empire has been saying, now I'm not saying this, I've been hearing reports that it's supposed to be getting canceled.
I think I heard they found a way to pick it back up, but
Well, I think it wasn't a
They're
official
they're
site
moving.
that was
They're
spitting.
moving.
to another
Yeah.
network.
They're gonna move.
They're gonna
Yeah.
move to a different. They need to, because I heard that they wasn't getting the right proper money, and you've been hearing that a lot, y'all. What y'all feel
I know.
about that? I'm
And
saying,
that's something you never. That's a
think
bad
people
move. That's a
getting
bad
paid, but they not.
business move on their part. I'm talking about the network that they were on, but we never know the reasons why. why.
We don't know all the details.
Well, you got to think about it. That
We don't
network, it may be a bad part, but that network made its money already, didn't it?
Yeah.
But they were about to make way more.
Way
They're
more.
going to have to.
Well, you know, I mean, we all know because we're in the industry that everything that glitters ain't gold, and everybody who walks around like they all that and because they're on the TV or have records out don't mean they have money. And so I think for
we
first
know that, don't we?
I think every last one of us in here will do a first season of something for under scale. But trust you me, when that thing blows up the second, when that second season, when that first season blows up,
trying to get out there.
I need a lot of zeros.
Hey, thank you.
And I don't mean 5.
I would be on the Avengers. I would be on the Avengers and be Black Man as a superhero for free.
See,
I wouldn't do it for free.
And all I got just be the nigga to manipulate.
He loves it that much. I get that.
I couldn't do it for free.
Just to be like,
I want to be one of them. Yeah, that's hot. You got the heart,
my money.
You know how much money them cartoon characters making and ain't even human?
Sorry, baby.
Come on.
You gotta at least pay me like a featured extra. At least a featured extra.
Respect the game,
I'm
right?
so excited about the Avengers. Come on now, that's my bomb movie right there.
I'm a comic book kid, man. I got to
Who
watch
is the
this
new
stuff.
female character in there? Who's the new female character?
I don't know. I see the Iron Man Hulk.
Like my son and my husband, they love that stuff. I didn't see the first one, so the second one I don't know. But
you
all
haven't
the
seen the first?
I didn't see the first Avengers movie with all of them together. My daughter and my husband, they went without me, so I don't even. I want to watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it on Netflix before I watch the second one.
All right, tell me that did y'all see Kingsman?
No,
movie with Samuel
I didn't
Jackson?
get a chance to see that yet.
Is it good?
But I do know Fast and Furious 7 is kicking butt.
Hold on, back up before we go to Fast and Furious.
He nothing up over there.
Kingsman?
He loving that kind of
Y'all need to watch
stuff. Oh my goodness.
If you seen Kingsman, who's seen it?
Not me.
None of y'all even know what it's about.
I know what it's about, but
All right, without telling what it's about, put it this way. From what I seen, Samuel Jackson is Russell Simmons.
Oh, okay.
Okay, interesting.
And the thing that Samuel Jackson is selling that he's giving away for free is going to kill everybody.
What?
When he play, So he's Russell Simmons, and what does Russell Simmons give away for free? What did he give away?
Record deals?
But I don't
You see it on TV all day.
Oh, those credit cards.
Exactly.
Credit cards.
When you see this movie, what I just said gonna blow your mind.
Okay.
It was crazy.
So is Empire really about? So is Empire really about Puffy? Because we doing an awful lot of innuendo.
No, that's a spin-off of Hustle and Flow.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, you never
that trick.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I don't think he said it like that.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm
leave that alone. I can't
That's what I
co-sign
do.
on that.
That's what I do. It makes sense.
I don't co-sign on nothing I don't know about on that.
Oh, we got to shout out
deep.
the new movie, Chocolate City.
That you're in.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right.
That comes out May 22nd. I'm in there. I got a nice cameo.
You better be, because I come to see that movie, you ain't take your shirt off. I'm gonna be pissed.
I did a little pequite. No, actually, I'm a reverend in the joint. I'm a reverend.
Reverend take their shirt off. Hello.
No, go ahead.
He'll show them the goodies. Did you show them the goodies?
A Paquito.
He said Paquito. All right.
I had a little cameo on set.
So bring the KY jelly to the movie theater, guys.
You know what I'm saying? Hey. All right, y'all, we about to wrap it up, but before we do, I just want to thank everybody for coming out here to the network comedy radio show hosted by your boy King Kedar with my partner in crime, the Rainbow Report, Mr. Tony Davis.
Hey.
We're here each and every Saturday from 4:30 to 5:30, where we talk about different topics, bring on comedians as you see at Wanda White. We had Kayshawn. Did I say it right? We got Bam in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Bam.
We had
Candace.
We had Miss Candace from DC. You know, the what did I say she was gonna be?
She gonna be the corporate girl.
Corporate girl.
Yes, sir. She about to get it. But comedians, before we
shout out to my friend Kim Whitley for calling in. Love you much.
Kim Whitley called in. Kevin Black, Kill Yourself from Interscope
say
Records.
that. He
No,
might have done it.
Kill Yourself, real talk, because you could have called in, and I hope you watch this, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You should have called in. You supposed to be my boy, my partner.
He is your boy. You never know what happened.
You know 50 Cent and Eminem. You know
you don't know what happened,
right?
so don't come in here.
Nah, he said he got pulled over.
All right, then that's enough. That'll stop me from calling in.
Exactly.
No, like you say, I'm just being who I am.
Yeah,
Come
I
on
know.
now, grow up. If you take stuff too serious, you honestly need to find the highest building downtown Los Angeles
and do
jump
what?
Off of it and kill you.
Okay, we got it.
Till it hurt.
We got it.
Hey, but look here, y'all. We be here next week. We will have the crew from Chocolate City.
Chocolate City.
It may not be the main players, but we're gonna have some. Just so you know, the few people that's in the movie. Chocolate City drops out May 22nd. They got DeRay Davis in there. They have Vivica Fox, Carmen Electra, Darren Henson. What's the model guy?
Tyson Beckford.
Tyson Beckford.
Robert Richard is in there.
Robert Richard.
My friend Ernest Thomas.
Ernest Thomas. The little girl from Everybody Hates Chris. The baby daughter has grown up, and she said
King Kedar is in there.
King Kedar and that junk getting it in.
With his
You know what I'm saying?
With his little shoes.
Yeah, she did. She gorgeous, man. Yeah, you gotta see it though. When she told me, I was like, get out of
support
here.
everything y'all in, man. I've been rocking with y'all since day one, man.
But no, it don't have nothing to do with thinking that you better than somebody, y'all. It's just about staying in your own lane. Like Melody always say, and I always say, trust me. When I got on Funny People with Adam Sandler, it had nothing with me doing the audition. I was at the right place at the right time. They thought I was Dave Chappelle, and After Paul put me on because I amazed him. When he thought I was one of the coldest comedians in the world because I'm black and my hair was short. That's how I got on that movie.
Wow.
So it's about being at the right place at the right time.
We're
always
there.
That's right.
That's
Always
true. Talking to people.
They don't know what they want to.
I got my
got
deal.
on this radio
I
show.
was at
What
my
you get?
deal because I was at an underground undercover down low club, and they thought, and I was walking up in there because I had lost the keys to my car and I wasn't sure where they were, and before I knew it, I was on my knees looking for them.
On your knees.
And before I knew it, I had my first major television show.
Wow, that is amazing.
Oh, na, 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 na. Oh, na, na, na,
Did you ever find your keys? No.
No, but I found someone who bought me a new car.
I love you, King.
I think the keys went into the door.
I bet you did.
Sound like they went through the back door. Hey, we out of here. This is King Kedar. We love you, Tony Davis.
for having
If you ever
us.
cut me off again,
I'm sorry.
Y'all stay blessed. And Wanda White, everybody, we love y'all. Grow up.